One thing I love doing with my guests before we end is ask them one tech rule, one parenting rule they abide by.
One tech rule I think would be no personal tech devices for my child until probably they're a teenager. Because I feel like a lot of the trouble kids get into and get exposed to inappropriate content is when they are with their devices alone and there's no supervision.
We've got tech-free zones, so places where there's absolutely no tech allowed. The dining table, no tech allowed there, and the bedroom. The other thing we do is tech-free times where you're not allowed to use tech when you eat. We all eat as a family.
We handed kids doom scroll apps really early in their life, and now I think there needs to be a clear separation.
I always say is you're going to turn screen time into meaningful time. So instead of your child watching, I don't know, a cartoon or just, well, some kids swiping on something meaningless app, they're now using that time they're on the screen to learn something in a fun and an engaging way. Your child is not going to turn into a zombie.
One parenting rule, this might be like an unpopular thing, but I don't want to be my child's friend. I want to be very clear, I am your parent. I may be a friendly parent, but I am still your parent.
Parenting rule, my wife might disagree with me. This is from a quote from Einstein. So, play is the highest form of research. I think parents don't let children play enough. They think play is opposite of learning. I don't think so. I think play is learning. So, technology is a servant for humanity. It's not a master. So, use it wisely.
For parents, I would say that consider the possibility that your kid might be right. Please, please, please don't reject their ideas on face value.
The other piece of advice is this generation needs to understand why. So when you make a decision, please don't say because I said so, even though your mom said it to you growing up and it worked for you. They really need to understand why. And they're a very smart generation.
If I want her to come to me as a teen, I have to listen without judgment when she's 3. I have to be able to connect when she's a toddler. I have to build those pathways where she feels that I am always available, always listening, always in the background, always cheering for her.
If there are rules, there are rules. If there are boundaries, there are boundaries. I think I'm going to be a very strict parent, and I don't mind that because I would rather be a strict parent now than spend like years trying to correct problematic behavior.
Less protective in the real world, more protective online.
You really need to slow down. You need to slow down, not you telling the kid to slow down. So the parenting rule is just, the more tense things get, the more dysregulated everybody is, just slow down, right?